has got to have a rebound.
We tell them they got to step up.
Got to step up to it. All these merchants and everybody involved in this town understands how important it is for us to rebound.
Real quick, then
on to the interview.
My goal is to bring you into the art world.
To bring the art world to you.
And a good place to start is right here. And if you subscribe, you can be part of something much bigger. Keep in touch with me and let's grow together. Back to the clip.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Don Sawyer. Right now we are experiencing Saturday with Sawyer, and I just had a few questions that I wanted to ask him. He can share his experience with the rest of us. So, how exactly did you start getting into art?
I've done art of some kind my whole life. As a kid, I drew a lot. I wasn't very good at it, not as good as you. But we all played football, and we all had these practice jerseys. And I drew a Donald Duck on the back of my practice jersey. So everybody wanted one. So I drew everybody from Snuffy to, on our practice jersey. And that's the way it started. But I got into collage in high school. And actually, the way I did that, I'd be in my room, supposed to be doing my homework, and I'd be sitting there with my little Elmer's glue. I collaged everything. My desk, my chair, everything.
Your mom walks in and she's mad.
Right. That's your homework. So I did that all through college just for the fun of it. And then Marine Corps took over, and you're not really going to do a lot of paintings in the Marine Corps. And I forgot about it. But I kept doing my collage. Got in the real estate business, and I was in it for a long, long time. Indirectly, I was always involved in art because I did all my own advertising. They thought I was an advertising agency. TV ads, radio, newspapers, I did them all. That's art, and I didn't realize that. 1994. Maybe that wasn't 94. I don't remember when it was. I contracted a paralysis called Guillain-Barré. Had to look it up. What they call a temporary paralysis. So anyway, I got it. While I was sitting on my rear end, my kids had a couple little bottles of cheap acrylic paint laying around. Picked it up, painted a elephant on a cow skull.
Yeah.
Everybody came in the house, loved it.
It re-sparked your interest?
Yeah, I started painting. I'm not sure anything. When you're dealing with God, I don't think anything's accidental.
Yeah.
So I have to give him the credit for this accidental stuff.
That's right. I feel like I had something similar. I did have an art class in college. That was when I realized I can draw a little bit better than I had ever known that I could. The art class passed. I passed. I was like, good, I had an easy A. 10 years later, COVID hit. It wasn't until I was sitting at home doing nothing, had my kids there, and felt like the walls were like caving in on me. And I was like, I'm just going to pick up a pencil and start drawing. A sketch of our son on Easter. And my husband came home that day. He's like,
Whoa, this is great.
I felt like I needed to start doing it again. I know COVID affected people differently, but in my case, a blessing came out of it. You have never had any formal training, though.
Yeah.
So you're self-taught?
Yeah.
How exactly are you self-taught? Like, you would see other people as inspiration, or you would research? How exactly did you refine your skill to being what it is now?
That's a very good question. I'm not sure the word refine is correct. Look at that. That ain't very refined.
It's a skill,
But
though.
while I was paralyzed, somebody brought me a book on Vincent van Gogh. Obviously, all his paintings and his life. I read the whole book, and I've still got it. And I bet you I've read it 20 times. And every other book I could get my hands on about him. Talk about the word refinement. What you'll see here, mixture of Van Gogh, Paul Gauguin, Pierre Renoir, Paul Cézanne, and Claude Monet, because I've made it my business to learn about those artists. When we say self-taught, I call myself self-taught. In fact, nobody's self-taught. I have learned how to paint from looking at all these artists for the last 30 years and studying them very hard, just like as if I was in art school. I came to realize quickly, if you read the story and the letters and the life and the letters, and especially the letters.
Can't say that enough. The letters, the letters, the letters.
Because that tells you what he was thinking. We know how he painted, but what was he thinking? And as you research that, you're going to find out his first masterpiece was a painting called The Potato Eaters. He did that painting in 1885, died in 1890, 5 years. Now, I was getting a late start. I was already almost 50 when they started when he was 6. So I'm getting a little bit of a late start. my goal was and still is to be as good as those people.
And like you said, in 5 years, it's almost like you don't pass a threshold and then you can't do it anymore. You can't learn or teach an old dog new tricks. Like, that's just not true. You know, when it comes to art and things, it's all about getting started somewhere.
I see a lot of very young people that are very, very good. But you look at their work and you think something's missing. I can't give them, and neither can anybody else. Time, age, failures, successes, girlfriends, boyfriends, heartbreaks, experience.
Yeah.
All of this shows in your work, and only age will give that to you. These young artists, since they're good, their work doesn't sell, and they quit.
It is discouraging when you've been doing things a while and you don't feel like you're getting a return on it. Even if your return is just to get experience, that's still an investment in yourself.
Van Gogh taught me there's no beginning time and there's never an end to it. You never reach a point in art where you know everything there is about art.
Never will.
It's a journey.
Some people look at my artwork and they're like,
I just want to be able to do that.
not everybody has the same style. I say this all the time. If art was the same, it would be boring and nobody would look at it. If everybody was a Michelangelo, what would make it so special about doing any kind of artwork? What's so special about hyper-realistic artists or like extreme abstract? There'd be nothing special if we were all the same. What is your favorite thing to draw?
Well, my favorite thing to actually paint is what makes me the most money, and that's the Hollywood fish. But to me, any subject is a receptacle. Take this right here. I love verticals and horizontals. This started with the idea of the downtown artists and the downtown art show. This whole thing is merely a receptacle for my color. Colorist. Doesn't matter to me what the subject is. What
Yeah.
it matters is what color it is. This is about complementary colors, properly placed, juxtaposed is the fancy word. There's some great artists around here, some of which have started on these streets. It's another one of my goals. I would love to look down through here one day and see 25 artists on their own just show up and start painting. But see, this is the way they did it 200 years ago. This is the way Vincent
That's
Van
right.
Gogh did it, in the wind, in the rain, in the heat.
Didn't have AC. You kind of touched on it earlier. Who are some of the artists that you are inspired by, that you look up to?
You mean that are alive?
They don't have to be.
Vincent Van Gogh, Paul Cézanne, Claude Monet. I like some of Picasso's stuff. I don't like Picasso. Few that are alive today, no question about it. Two of the best watercolorists in the world live right here. Nobody ever notices them because they stay so low profile. You're liable to see him in New York, and that's Steve and Deb Garst. I'm amazed at what he can do. You look at another artist and you go, I can do that. I look at Steve Garst and I say, I can't do that.
Personally, right now, I look at that and I say, I can't do that. Right now, with my skill set that I have, I cannot do that. All art's different.
Now, fine art like you do, or draftsmanship like you do, charcoal, carbon, graphite, pen and ink, that can be developed because you get so good that it's photorealistic. You're going to get to the point and you're going to start applying color to it. And that's when your world changes.
I've been interested in color. As of now, haven't tried it yet.
I've tried to do black and white. I've got to have color.
You and I can work together and maybe introduce me to some of the color. Colors in the right places matter just as much as the right color.
No such thing as the wrong color if it's in the right place.
You have an event coming up in August. What exactly is that event?
August 27th is a big deal for us. Started a group, again, called the Downtown Artists. There were 25 original art walkers. 24 of them will be at this show. And I have about 4 or 5 new guys that'll also be here and become a part of the Downtown Artists. And we'll all be on Company Street.
Company Street, downtown Wetumpka.
20 artists on this side of the street. There'll be 7 on this side of the street. David Jones, world famous trumpet player, will be out here. It's an all-day show. It's going to be hot, but we've got some ideas coming that your public is going to want to know about, but I'm not going to tell them yet. But we're going to beat the heat for little things that we're going to be doing.
Leaving us on edge.
It's going to be fun. Have a fantastic 10 to 5 all-day art show. 27 of the best artists you've ever seen in this part of Alabama, not just Elmo County.
They're all going to be in one place.
All in one place. There'll be umbrellas all the way down these sidewalk shows. If it rains, you pick up,
Yep, move right inside.
go in the nearest building. Another thing that we have done in preparation for this is I have installed artists just about every one of these stores. If you go over to Poppy Lane Farm, you're going to see one of the best artists in the world in there, Larry Stewart, 20 or 30 paintings on that wall.
Wow.
Sue Corley, She's in Coosaville. Over here, Linda Lee, fantastic artist, in River Rose. Then you go down to River Park Coffee House, 6 of them in there.
Yeah, I know a couple that are in there. People want more information about the event coming up, want to see more of your stuff, how to get in touch with you for Saturdays with Sawyer. How exactly do they find you?
Phone number first, 850-496-5484. I'm all over Facebook, Don Sawyer Artist or Don Sawyer. I'm also all over Instagram. You can text me, email me at sawyerart229@gmail.com.
Repeat that. What's your email?
sawyerart229@gmail.com. Text me at 850-496-5484. There's also a way calling Jana Jackson at 334-399-0592. She'll know where I am.
People want to find you on Saturdays. They just come here between 10 a.m.
Around just 10 o'clock.
Well, I greatly appreciate all the time. You know, you've inspired a lot of people. I've seen you help a lot of people on these Saturdays with Sawyer. Just the last time I was here, all the artists that were out there. It seems like a really good group. I thank you for letting me be part of it. Also, hopefully this August 27th is a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal for us. It's a big deal for Wetumpka. We have to be successful at this show. Got the artists, need the people.
That's right.
I need Wetumpka. Come out for this show. I need Central Alabama. We're not too far away. If you want to make a day trip from Birmingham, Dothan, it's an all-day show, and there's plenty of things to do here at night. I hope that all these merchants and everybody involved in this town understands how important it is for us to rebound. Art has got to have a rebound.
Wetumpka got to step up.
You got to step up to it. Everybody got to do their part. It's like what you're doing, and you don't know how much I appreciate this, as you are, as a person and an artist, to have you involved in the downtown artist. You're a great artist, and you're going to get better and better and better as long as you try to get better and better and better. With everybody's help, we'll have a fantastic show and a great day and lots of great music. Said we're going to have a surprise for everybody about how to stay out of the sunshine.
And we'll stay tuned. Once again, I appreciate all your time. I thank you for taking your Saturday and spending it with me. I look forward to the art show coming up August 27th. And if anybody needs to get in touch with him, he's giving you a lot of ways to do so. Stay tuned. Keep following. So thank you.